plenty of great value accommodation, including camping, caravan sites, and YHA lodges. What the fuck is a YHA lodge? I don't know. The valley
Youth hostel.
The valley is perfect.
Alright, that'll do.
A weekend. Well,
That'll do.
great. I was reading the wrong paragraph.
Get the fuck on. See you later. You okay? You alright? Oh, that's not good. You phone recovery, yeah?
Sorry?
Have you phoned recovery?
Yeah, they said they'd be here within an hour, so it's not long to wait, but thanks for stopping.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, engine just cut out. I've only had it a week as well, which is really annoying.
Oh yeah, that's not what you want, is it?
No.
Okay, well as long as you phone someone, last thing you want to do is get stranded here, so.
Yeah, but really appreciate you stopping.
Yeah, no worries. Most people don't stop, they just go on, but I like to think if I broke down, someone would stop for me, so I might as well stop for other people.
Yeah, well, at least it's not chucking it down the rain.
Exactly, yeah. But yeah. Alright then, well, hopefully they come quicker, and hopefully your car's alright.
Well, so do I. After forking out even for a second-hand one, you don't really want it forking out that much.
No, you don't, no.
Cheers.
No worries.
Thank you.
See ya. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what being a biker is all about. I'm a strong believer in helping other people at the roadside. After all, like I just said to that lady, if I was to break down, I'd like to think that someone would stop and ask me if I'm okay. 9 out of 10 times, most cars will just drive on by. This right here in front of me, as you can see, they're displaying a P plate. That means they've just passed the full test. They're actually not doing bad, to be fair. They're probably a new driver within a week, I'd say, but they're not driving too bad. They're handling those bends quite well. My advice to car drivers, motorcyclists, push bikes, everything like that, is just keep back, give them some space. They're new to the road, they need to get used to it, especially down these country roads. They can be a bit twisty, turny and dangerous. Just keep back, give them the distance that they're supposed to have. Yeah, most people get up the arse of cars and stuff, they're in a rush. We're doing 44 miles an hour, you can go faster down here, but look, let them get used to it. Let them, treat them how you would want to be treated. That's the best way of dealing with anything. You know, at the end of the day, right, you don't want to knock someone's confidence when they're driving, because, you know, you want to make someone feel comfortable, because if you get behind them and they have an accident, A, it's your fault, and B, you know, they might hurt themselves or you. So your best bet is just keep back, keep safe. That's a nice car, look at that. But keep back and just let them enjoy their drive. Let them have a nice time. I'm not too sure I would have come down here being a new driver, but that's just me. Sorry, but they're doing okay. Whilst we're following this car, we might as well talk about a couple of things that I've experienced now on a bigger bike and a full license. Pillion passengers, wow, how much fun it is, but also how fucking scary it is. It's fun, it's great. Before sorry, just put my sun visor down, there we go. before it come to taking my test when I was on a 125 on a provisional license, you can't take pillion passengers, which is a massive pain in the arse, but I also understand it to a degree. However, when you take your full license, there's no prior training to taking a pillion passenger. You're just eligible to have it. Yeah, you can take a pillion passenger straight away, as long as your bike is able to take pillion passengers, as long as you are able to accept them on the back. You've got foot pegs, you've got the insurance to cover them, which will be on your bike insurance, but sometimes you have to select it, and as long as you feel comfortable with your bike, there's no reason, if you've got a full license, why you can't take a pillion. It's great for me because my missus doesn't drive and she uses public transport to get everywhere. Me myself, I only have the motorbike. Let me just talk about the scary factor of taking a pillion passenger. You've got the thought constantly in the back of your mind, like, oh shit, if I have a crash, I'm responsible for my pillion. You've got the weight factor. Putting someone else on the back of your bike, no matter how big or small they are, weight factor definitely is there. It makes your front a little lighter, your back, you've got to adjust your shock. I've actually snapped my number plate because I didn't adjust my shock. All these things you have to take into account in the back of your mind, as well as you have to trust your pillion, and your pillion has to trust you. You know, they can't steer the vehicle for you. They have to trust you to do what needs to be done, because when they wobble on the bike, it throws it everywhere. And if you're not ready as a rider to accept the fact that you're going to have to counter their wobbles and deal with anything like that, then you shouldn't be taking a pillion. It is a little bit nerve-wracking to start with, but I took my first pillion on a private property on my 125, which was my girlfriend and my good friend. I took them around like a lap, got up to about 30 miles an hour, and I was happy with that. And then when I got this bike, I took my missus out as a pillion on the back of the bike, and we've been on numerous rides now. We've probably done about 150 miles with her on the back, and she actually quite enjoys it. It's quite fun. It's just the initial issue was her getting over the whole scary aspect. Oh, I'm on the back of a bike, no seat belts, nothing to hold me in, you know, lean with the bike and all that, but she got over that pretty quickly. But yeah, taking a pillion, it's an interesting one, but I definitely recommend it 110%. If you're competent as a rider, you should definitely give it a go. Just take your best friend out or something, make sure they've got a helmet with some form of protective wear, and you'll be sorted. I love it, I enjoy it, I love riding bikes though, so it just seemed like a good step for me. Not just that, the fact that I'm paying an extra £50 a month for fucking pillion insurance, got to kind of justify that up somewhere as well. But it's all part of the shits and gigs, I guess. Let's talk a little bit about the new bike, the Kawasaki Z300. So the Kawasaki Z300 inherits a lot of its fair brother, the Kawasaki Ninja 300's traits. Carries across the ABS system, carries across the engine for it, the frame, I believe the rear wheel and chain swing arm set. This one here has had a couple of modifications done to it though. So for example, it has a 1 tooth down front sprocket, 4 teeth up rear sprocket, and obviously a chain to fit. We've got shorty levers, as you can see, and a couple of other little silly bits. We had to get a speed healer, which basically what it does is it detects the speedo sensor, which is your speed sensor. It detects the speed of that and then adjusts the speed, so like say +4 or something like that, to correct it as you've taken the tooth out, so the readings would normally be incorrect without the piece of equipment. And as you can hear, the Scorpion exhaust. These all come with the bike though. I didn't actually pay a penny for any of that. They all come with the bike. which is great. I actually really like and enjoy this bike. Some people were like skeptical whether I'd enjoy it and whether I'd like it, but I think it's amazing. If I had a choice, well, I did have a choice, but if I had a toss-up between this bike here and the Ninja 300 I was going for, I think this one would still win. The Ninja 300 is great, but this is amazing for commuting. Honestly, I've done about 200 miles, maybe more than that already, and I've had it under a month. And all those 200 miles have been pleasurable. That's in the rain, in the rain, in the sun, in the cold, you name it. I've done it, and I love it. Can't get enough of it. I ride this bike so much. I have to get that across to you. It's such a wonderful bike. If people want an in-depth review on the bike, the specifications, things that I've done to it and all that, if you comment, I'll get it done. But at the moment, whilst I'm getting used to the bike, more comfortable with the bike, I'm just holding back from doing all of that. But I can get one done if need be. I don't know why YouTubers do this. Every time we come to a junction or something, we seem to stop talking. Like, we're all competent riders and we're perfectly capable of talking. So like talking whilst looking. So I don't know why we all stop. It's just something that happens. I always check inside the cars, look for unmarked officers. There's a lot of them around recently, a lot of unmarked cars. The latest thing they've started doing around this area is pushing prams down roads. I'll put a news article up and see if I can link it in the description, but they're putting prams down roads, and if you can't fit the pram in between the car parks on the walkway, then the cars get fined. Yeah, I understand it, but at the same time I'm pretty sure there's better ways to spend my hard-earned tax money than to push a pram down a road. But hey, what do I know? As you can see, the bike, I'm not even struggling here. In fact, the throttle's like wincy bit open, and I'm like at 70. This bike can easily get to 100. Not that I've tried it, but this bike can easily get to 100. I'm at 70 and I'm comfortable. The only one problem, which is a generic problem with naked bikes, is the wind buffeting. But I'm planning on getting a small little windscreen at the front that hopefully direct the wind just over my head a little bit. Apart from that though, I'm super stoked with this bike. It's amazing. Considering I had to take a risk with it and buy it blind, i.e. not going to see it before I bought it, from a private seller, I couldn't be happy enough. The guy I bought the bike from really did love it and look after it, and I could tell that, and it's a shame he had to get rid of it, but his circumstances made it kind of hard to keep, and I understand that. If I was in the same situation, I would have found it hard to keep the bike, especially seeing it. But you know, that's just me, that's him, it happened. But you know, shit happens and we'll get over it. What I will say is a loud pipe. This one's not particularly loud because it's got its baffle in, but it allows me just to alert people when I'm coming up there inside, which is great. That's what I need. Definitely what I need, especially when I have to do shit like this. I haven't done a video yet on kind of like a bike reveal or a this is my bike sort of thing, a B-roll shot. I haven't done anything like that, but I'm planning to get one done. I don't think I'm gonna do the old burnout video in this one though, purely for the fact, one, I don't want to fuck my chain, and two, this rear tire's got to last me a little while. I'm still recovering financially from buying this bike this month, so it's, you know, I don't want to have to buy a new tire. The last one, the tire was coming off to get the Pirellis put on, so I didn't mind chewing it up a little bit, but not this one. But I'll do I'll get her cleaned up and I'll do a kind of reveal video, get the GoPro. Hopefully I'll have a gimbal by then, so I'll be able to get a little gimbal footage, steady shots or something. But yeah, let me know what you want to see, what content you want to see, what you want to see me create, because it's hard to figure out the best sort of stuff. I hate when people do that. It's hard to figure out the best sort of footage to produce for you guys to watch. I mean, I haven't got many subscribers and I don't get many views at the moment, but I'm hoping that kind of explodes over time. I'm going to try and pick up the regular uploads again. I've been super busy recently, and I've been facing some audio issues, which I'm not sure whether you'll be able to hear in this one. It's a different adapter. If it's not the adapter, it's the mic, but it makes like a kind of interference noise. I'm really hoping it's not this, but it might be. So I do apologise in advance if there is audio issues. Just know I am working to get it fixed. But yeah guys, if you liked it, like it. If you want to comment and let me know what you think, feel free to do so. If not, subscribe and I'll catch you on the next one.